Good morning or afternoon or evening, depending on where you are. I just left a Zoom meeting, and so as long as I'm here, I figured I might as well show you some infographics that I'm creating for Zoom meetings. These can be used by presenters, trainers, people conducting short meetings or long meetings, but they're especially useful for people who are having more than one speaker, or who want to give instructions to people for breakout sessions or for coffee breaks and that kind of thing. So this is an experiment, and if it doesn't work, I'll delete the tape, but I'm going to try to show you some things using Zoom by showing you different virtual backgrounds behind me. The one that you're seeing with the fronds and so forth is my real Soji screen, so you don't have to see clutter in my house. But now we're going to go to some infographics that I just started creating. I'm not nearly through, so this is just a sample. This particular one is for women, you can tell, because it shows high heels and hats and purses. And it says, "Thanks for attending this meeting. Please wait. The speaker is expected soon." This is like either when people make you sit in the waiting room, which I really hate, or when people are allowed in but the meeting hasn't started yet, or the speaker literally hasn't arrived. So there are a couple of those. One is more formal, one is less formal. It says, "Kick off your shoes and relax. We expect the speaker will arrive soon." Within each theme, of course, there are multiple messages. This one is in a series of please waits. This one is please waiting because we're solving technical issues. And here's another one saying we appreciate your patience, la la la. But there are going to be many others with other kinds of messages. In a completely different theme, here's one. I have to move so you can see the middle lady. It says, "Time to move around, shake it up and wake it up before we start again." So this is for people who've been sitting there like too long, or it's after lunch and you know they need to wiggle around and breathe and shake and do stuff, or you will lose their attention. This is a straight coffee break slide. I think it's very elegant, and it tells you how long it is and when to be back. There are several different slides in this same kind of theme, so that if you wanted to keep the same theme, like you're meeting for a whole weekend retreat, you can have consistency in the theme, but different beautiful images with whatever messages you need to have. This is a completely different kind of coffee break. This is like, okay, don't get lost, hurry back, coffee break time. Or here's a just plain break time using the image I had to pay for when I created my CD and audio recordings of my Sleep Like a Baby. It's a guided meditation to help people who can't sleep. This one is for people who just like things plain and simple. It tells the agenda. It says we're going to have opening remarks, we're going to have a speaker, then we're going to take a break, and then we're going to go to our workshops. So then there are additional components of this collection that tell you how to conduct the workshop. Like, you get 10 minutes to do this, you need to appoint a presenter who's going to speak for the group, and whatever. So, but it's all in the theme of sticky notes. Here's another one that says, "We're not trying to build the pyramids, we're just building a business plan." So you can take a whole bunch of takeoffs from that one. Or you might be in a meeting where it says like, it's break time to go to the beach. This says, "Let's take a break for lunch. The beach is open, but don't forget to come back." A lot of people forget to come back from the beach, or you know this. This is a different theme. This is going to be among the spa collection or holistic healing metaphysics collections. It's just one of the images, but it's like for quiet time. You might be meeting Well, now we're actually having funerals and memorial services online, so it might be quiet time to honor someone who's passed. It might just be quiet time to get centered before the meeting so you can take your focus off of all the other things that you are doing and just get focused on the purpose of the meeting. Or it could be a whole guided meditation. But what if you're a techie? I have a theme for that too. Of course, it's keyboards. Think big. I can. Yes, I can. Time for a change. So this is saying we need a break and to come back in 15 minutes. What else have I got? What if you don't have coffee? What if you only want tea? Tea time, 10 minutes. Don't dawdle. Bring it with you. So go fix it and bring it back. Some of these have specific times. I can customize them if necessary, although it costs a little more for me to have to take the time to do that. The slides are cheap, and they're cheaper if you buy in the collection versus just one, but it's like about $8 a slide, so it's no big deal. However, I have learned that when you say come back in 5 minutes or 10 minutes or 15 minutes, people are too used to that and they cheat. But if you say you have 3 minutes or you have 7.5 minutes or 11 minutes, they're much more likely to comply. Okay, let's see, what else have I got for you? Some of them were strictly for business meetings, like this has not got anything to do with metaphysics or anything like that. And I'm searching. Oh, I will show you that in a minute. One is like you can give them permission to share the recorded session on social media if they wish, or to post it so people can join when it's a live presentation. There's one that's really just pretty much for guys, and it might be a working session for customer and clients. A service provider or business and clients, and they just want to keep it simple. And you can see those are men figures, because sometimes men don't like it as cutesy as sometimes women like it. There's another one that simply says the meeting will start soon. And again, that can be used for a waiting room, or it can be used if you're just not ready to start yet. This one says how to conduct a mastermind breakout session. First, join your group, pick a spokesperson, and then, of course, there will be additional images with the next things to do. This one is just like it's time to start our awards ceremony. So that's a completely different kind of occasional thing. This one just tells you bounce back in 8 minutes, keeping to that concept of don't make it the usual number of minutes. In this one, it's talking about the fact that your contribution has ripple effects. And that's true in any mode of life. It doesn't have to be for a meeting. What you contribute verbally or energetically or in terms of skills has ripple effects, and you may never know whom all you're affecting, but you're having a consequence. Here's another one, good for mastermind or breakout sessions. Let's use our imagination. And this is the one I was talking about, the whole series that I've almost finished. Please raise your hand to speak. The leader will call on people. This is a whole design that's for specifically business meetings of people of both genders. Please wait. The speaker is expected soon. Please enter your contact information in the chat box. Please enter your website links in the chat box. Please stay muted unless you're speaking to the group. And again, another theme, fear not, I'll be right back. So what if, like me, you have cats screaming at the doorway and you don't want them to be heard? So you just get to, I'm going to show you right now. You can just leave and come right back, but that little sign tells people that you're going to be right back so they don't think they lost you. Again, it's very upsetting when people don't wear masks during this pandemic. And I've created a bunch of them, but that's actually not what I wanted to show you. All my designs for face masks are among over 300 images I have on Fine Art America or Pixels products. That's different from these infographics. The infographics are available through my website, and the one I intended to show you about social distancing and face masks is this. Even when you're in a Zoom meeting, there are sometimes people there who are collected in a meeting room or in a living room or somewhere, watching a Zoom presentation that includes people from all over the world or other locales. And it very much bothers me when people who consider themselves to be community leaders are sitting in that little conference room, not wearing a mask and not social distancing, and setting a really lousy example, not to mention bringing the danger to each other and to all the people they encounter thereafter. So this is just a reminder, even for a Zoom meeting or Webex or whatever platform you're using, to keep your nice even distance and wear your face mask. Okay, I think that's enough examples. This date, pretend, is July something or other, 23rd maybe, I don't know. And I hope to have more collections done in July and August. I have some that are well started, but I haven't put them all together yet as a collection. But you can still get them. How do you get them? You go to mypersuasivepresentations.com. That's my website for my company, which is named My Persuasive Presentations, LLC, which has an email address, surprise, mypersuasivepresentations@gmail.com. So I'm Nancy Ayana Wyatt of My Persuasive Presentations. And if you have questions or want to see some more samples or whatever you want, just let me know, and I can answer you through that. Probably through the Gmail account is best. Again, My Persuasive, PERSUASIVE, presentations@gmail.com. Okay, bye. We'll see if this worked. Thanks for helping me, and I'd love your feedback because, again, I'm experimenting. Cheers.